All right, Shalom, Shalom. This is Arakar Reuben coming out of the Lion's Den of Yasharal account. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amoth. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also to my elder as well, down here in the Lion's Den of Yasharal account, Maharawan. Salutations to all the Akim around the four corners of the earth, pushing the truth with sincerity. Today I have a lesson, Lord willing, is edifying to the hopefully elect out there. And with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and jump straight into it, man. We're in those last of the last days, man. Hey, shit, now's the time to wake up out of that sleep, to get rid of that slumber, man. Get up out the bed and goddamn shake your head, man. Wake up, you know. So with that being said, I'm just going to bring out a few precepts here. These are the two main precepts that was on my heart, but Yahweh Ratazah, a few more going to come out too as well. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and start off with Romans 13 and 11. And it reads, it says, that knowing the time, that now it is a high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than what we believe. So come, man, it's a high time to wake out of sleep. Why? Because our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. And how do we know that? Why? Because we would know that it's a high time to wake out of sleep. Because if we're doing the things that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai commanded us to do, all right? Matter of fact, let's go here. Let's go on, take it down. If we're doing the things that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai commanded us to do within these times, man, then we would know that it's a high time to wake up out of sleep, right? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So Khan, man, hey, this how we know that it's a high time to wake out of sleep. This how we know that our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. Right? Why? Because the Lord Yahweh Shai is on his way back, man, you know. Far as just not physically, but far as prophetic wise, man. You see these prophecies coming to pass. Once we know these things has come to pass, man, the Lord Yahweh Shai, he's gonna make his entrance, man. He's gonna make his grand finale entrance, man, you know, for the last show, you know, the rock and roll, all right. So with that being said, we know it's a high time. Why? Because we're measuring the times diligently within itself, man. Comparing spiritual things with spiritual things. The Lord told us about these things beforehand from the beginning, all right, of what's going to come down, what's going to happen in the end, all right. So come, man, right now you should be taking heed to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, listen to him to like none other, like you never listened to him before, man, you know. Why? Because hey, it's that high time, man. The devil coming down with great wrath, according to Revelation 12 and 12. Why? Because he know that he have a short time, you know what I'm saying, far as a nation and also far as an individual when it comes to Trump, man. He's moving like he got a fire behind his ass, you know. Hey, in actuality, spiritually he does, you know. Hey, physically too, when it comes down to it too as well, man. So with that being said, yeah, man, hey, they know that they have a short time, man. So they're coming down with that great wrath, draconian laws. All right, great punishment for small crimes, man. We getting ready to go into that. You know, shit. As you can see, went from the DOD to the DOW, man. Department of Defense to the Department of War. All right, going from a defense to an offense. All right, and we see the whole ordeal going on with the oil tankers, 3 different oil tankers, Russia, China, and Iran. Right. Which they also formed an alliance too as well, man, doing joint naval drills off the coast of South Africa. What is it called, man? I forget what it was called. 1 second. Yeah, Con, it's like, here you go. It's called The Will for Peace 2026. And that's what's going on right now, all right, due to the fact of the matter of, you know, those oil tankers being taken, all right, from Venezuela, you know. So they formed this alliance as far as a naval drill exercise down in the coast of South Africa, all right, to try to prevent that from happening again, man. So, hey, right now, we're in a time of war. It's a time and place for everything. A time for peace, a time to heal, a time to unalive, you know. And right now, it's a time of war, you know, roughly paraphrasing, going to the book of Ecclesiastes, man, you know. So with that being said, right now is a high time to wake out of sleep. Right now is a high time to be speaking the things that are pleasing to the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of persons ought ye to be in all holy conversation and godliness, all right? What acts should you be carrying out? What conversations should you be having, you know? What words should be flowing out of your mouth, all right? The words of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, and not the words of bullshit, you know, not the words of this world, meaning speaking of things that's not going to come to naught, things that's not going to matter whatsoever, you know? So with that being said, by us being justified by our words, we want to speak the things that are pleasing to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Henceforth, Revelation 19:10, the spirit of prophecy, all right? That's what we ought to be out here speaking, all right? To say before, that way we can prepare ourselves and get ourselves ready before the things come to pass that we spoke on, you know? All right. So come on, man. Now's the high time to wake out of sleep, man. Why? Because our salvation is nearer than what we believe, right? This is Habakkuk chapter 2, and I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So come on, man. The vision is yet for an appointed time, and at the end it shall speak and not lie, man. All right. Hey, what vision is that, man? Hey, the vision that the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua has been given to the prophets throughout time, the different dark parables, dark sentences, and everything. It's like you got the hiccups. So with that being said, as we've been speaking about them beforehand, now we're in those end times. Now we're at the point where we're coming around the curve of that domino effect, all right? That's when things will slow down at a curve, all right? But now when you get to that straight, shit start to pick up speed, man. Hey, just like Apostle DeHar said in his lesson the other day, all right? Hey, shit, it be decades where things don't happen, and then it be times where things happen. Hold on, let me say that better. There be decades where nothing comes to pass, but it comes a time when decades happen in a matter of days, man, you know? So with that being said, hey, right now, hey, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak, right? Shit, you just got Donald Trump, shit, the EU is moving against him, all right? He want to go attack Greenland. The EU just said, hey, if that happens, they're going to take control of every U.S. base over in Europe, right? What else, man? Hey, shit, that's part of the beast turning to hate the whore. Saudi Arabia is moving away, doing trades. All right, not in the dollar, far as they're allowing other currencies to be able to be used with to be able to buy oil. Shit, America, goddamn, trying to sell off the oil that they took from Venezuela, and then Saudi Arabia said basically if they do that, they're gonna stop. Basically, I want to say they're gonna stop providing oil to certain countries, but roughly paraphrasing, man, correct me if I'm wrong. But basically, somewhere in that state, they basically said they're gonna stop, and shit, they push out 90% of the oil, man. You know. So, hey, we're in these times, man. Hey, the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end shall speak. We're in a time of war. All these nations riding up, beating their plowshares and the swords and their pruning hooks and their spears. All right, the weak are saying they are strong, standing up against this whore called Babylon. All right, also known as America, you know. So with that being said, man, hey, now is a high time to wake out of sleep, because guess what? For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, and it's not tarrying right now, man. Hey, it was tarrying, you know, scooting along beforehand, but right now shit is moving, man. You know, hey, as scripture say, the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, he speedeth up the time for the elect's sake, right? Because, hey, once again, that devil is coming down with that great wrath. Shit, if it was up to him, it wouldn't be no flesh left to be saved, man. So the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushua have to speed up these times. He has to get things moving, man. Hey, shit, and we ought to be praying for those things too as well. The scripture tell us to do so, for us to pray for a few days. Why? Because this shit is wickedness, man. Job 9:24. Why do we want to continue to prolong in a society within a kingdom that's not for us, man? You know, it's nothing but wickedness down here. Shit, hey, destroy this bad bitch, man. You know, Yahweh Ratazah, hey, it comes sooner and not later, man. You know, we ready to get up out of here, you know, where righteousness dwells, all right? You know? So come, man, the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Behold, his soul which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith. So come, man, the just shall live by his faith, man. To live by his faith by what? By the things that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has told us beforehand, man. So by seeing these things come to pass, man, hey, this is what we're living by. This is what keeps us moving, man. By seeing these things come to pass that the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua told us about beforehand. So by that happening, man, that's increasing our faith, man. The just is going to live by faith. Romans, matter of fact, let's go there real quick. All right, Romans 3 and chapter 3. Romans chapter 3, verse 3. All right, it says, for what if some did not believe? Shall the unbelief make the faith of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua without effect? So come, man, a lot of people don't believe. That's why they ain't not out here teaching no more, or that's why they don't believe in what the prophets have to say at all, man. Why? Because they don't believe that this place is going to come to an end. Why? Because they're blinded by the vision of Esau, man. You know, Psalms 49 and 11, Esau feel that this place is going to continue forever and shit. Hey, you got 2/3 of our people, Jake, they feel the same way too as well. Why? Because they have that Stockholm syndrome. They can't look, they can't see outside, they can't see past master's vision, man. All right, they can't see what the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has established, man. So they feel like this kingdom is going to go on forever, and not knowing that they're going to be in for a rude awakening, man. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is tearing down this kingdom right before your eyes, man, spiritually and physically. All right, spiritually through the mouth of his prophets, we're tearing and pulling down this kingdom by way of the spiritual warfare that's going on, man. All right, and physically, as you can see, the buildup that's coming to this place where it's going to be physically destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Shit, hydrogen too, according to China too as well, man. Hey, shit. So with that being said, man, hey, better get right, man. Hey, things are moving out there, man. Beautiful times that we're living in, you know. So, hey, now's the time to wake up out of sleep. Why? Because our salvation is nearer than what we believe. It's another precept, too, that I wanted. That I was trying to think. It's Micah. Yeah. Is it Micah 7 and 10? Okay, yeah, that's the other one. It's 2 and 10 there. Con. All right, this is Micah chapter 2, verse 10. It says, arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sword destruction. So come, man, with that being said, this is not our rest. It's polluted, man. Literally everything is polluted, from the water, the air, the fucking earth itself. Why? Because all the different chemicals Esau spraying and laying out here. You know, shit, the air too as well with the chemicals, and also shit. Hey, you have the prince of the air, which is Esau, just polluting shit, wavelength wise, man. You know, shit, just everything, man. You know, Esau pushing all this false darkness out here, right along with Jake too as well. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they're pushing their own agenda as well, as far as what they feel like or what they think is right, whatever the case may be. Which what it doesn't come down to. It doesn't matter what we think is right or what we feel or none of that, man. It's what the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushua has established, man. So come, man. Hey, depart. This is not your rest. It's polluted, man. So that's why we look for a heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. This place is wicked. Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hands of the wicked and shit. And that hand that it was given into in the hand of Esau's, man, and shit. They're not spreading any righteousness down here. So with that being said, Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, we need their ass taken out the way, you know. We're tired, you know. We're tired of the bullshit that they're always doing down here. We're tired of the wickedness that they're always bestowing upon us, man. Hey, shit, we ready to get the hell up out of here, you know. So, Khan, man, with that being said, Lord willing, this video was edifying. And once again, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ha, Rakah, Kodash, Ma'amath. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Also to my elder as well, down here in the Lion's Den of Yasharala Camp, Mahara 1. Salutations to all the Akin around the four comes of the earth, pushing troops to Syria. Hey, Shalom, man, keep pushing. We're almost out of here. Shalom, DTA. This shit, arise and depart, man. This is not your rest. It's polluted. You know, Shalom.